Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. Okay. Let's move back here. Let's move the ocean giant has an ability called domesticate animals. The ocean giant creates animals. Domestic animals provide food. So let's put some animals here. Now we already have the amount of food we need, but I want to see the ability of the water giant here. I want to show you it. So in this case, the the water giant has produced chickens. Now, what the chickens do is, it says symbiosis, free range, +3 food if a blueberry is within animal range. Now, obviously we have, now the range you can see is this gray line, right? So, actually it would have been better if the chickens were here. Actually, I think I'll do that. I'm going to put the chickens here. Okay. Actually, I'll put the chickens here. Okay. No. 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 I clicked on, there's a cooldown to their abilities. In the meantime, I'll have the giant come over, the forest giant, and put blueberry trees here and here. Oh, it won't let me. Damn it. Okay. Okay, chickens and chickens are here. Now they're next to the blueberry plants, so they get the chickens in the symbiosis here. You can see it here. They get +3 food if a blueberry is within animal range. Now the range is again this gray line. So any blueberry plant within this line gets +3 food. Now I have it twice here. The reason why this is 13 is because it went to 9 and then 13 because of the 2 chickens I put here. So right now I have 43 food, way more than I needed. The granary only needed 20, and now they're using 36 out of 43. Let's make sure they're not getting greedy. Okay, they're not. Okay, now. Okay. I did what I needed to do, so all animals have an area of effect. And again, that's remember, it's chickens here. I put chickens here and here. Now remember, fish could be here as well. I put chickens here and here, and they got +3, and the blueberries got extra food for the chickens being next to it. +3 food for blueberries, okay. And you can see things here, for example, rabbit. You can transmute the chickens into rabbits. And it'll be +2 food if another rabbit is in range. Now if you have 3 or 4 rabbit patches in a row, suddenly you can really pack up the food, And you have a beaver, +1 wealth for each patch within animal range. So you can suddenly pack up wealth and that type of thing. So you can cater the different squares to get what you want and try to balance them and try to get, because you'll get a project that'll say like you need 40 food, 30 wealth, and 20 science, and you're trying to make these squares enough that you can get those, so you have to start balancing them. So, okay, all animals have an area of effect. Click on the animals to view the range light up beneath. Now again, we see the range here. See, that's why I put the rabbits here and the food here. Okay, click on the patch of chickens to view their stats in the upper right corner. Again, I showed you this here. Upper right corner of the screen in the patch panel. Did you notice the symbiosis listed? Yes, we noticed that. The symbiosis is +3 food if a blueberry is within animal range. Okay, placing chickens near blueberries will create symbiosis for the chickens and allow them to generate much more food. So that's a good idea. If you want food to put down a blueberry patch, then put chickens next to it. You get much more food, you know. All animals, plants, and minerals have a separate symbiosis. And that's correct. Different minerals and animals and plants and stuff like that will have a different symbiosis that will do different stuff. That's the puzzle aspect of the game. You're sort of trying to create a good symbiosis that will maximize what you want and to complete the project that you want. Complete the project. See if you can use the symbiosis of the chickens to easily complete the project. Replacing a few blueberries with chickens could provide you with more food. Now, I already did that. The granary only wanted 20 food. Now I'm up to 51 food, and the village is using 50. I hope they're not getting greedy. Okay. Now I finished the granary. See, it's focusing on the granary there. Now we finished the first granary, so we get what is called an ambassador. This is the guy that rides on the giant shoulder. Excellent. Because you have positive influence, the villagers have decreed their ambassador to join you. The ambassador wishes to climb upon your shoulder, the shoulder of the giants, in order to increase their strength. Now this is great. What you can do is you can take a giant. Oh, you have the giant rise, the mountain giant, and you can. The rock giant has awoken, but is in need of a new ability. Select the rock giant and use the right mouse button to press the text bubble above the ambassador to pick him up. Now you'll see there's a little picture here. Now we click on the rock giant. Now if I pick him up, he's a forest ambassador. You will get, let's see here. Yes, right here. Unlocks with the forest ambassador, upgrades an animal with an exotic aspect, adds wealth. See? So, okay, let's do that. Now, as you'll see, the little guy is now riding the rock ambassador. You can have, I believe, 4. And it becomes difficult to get one of each, because sometimes you start building different villages and they're trying to get projects and you can't get them done, and they won't give you an ambassador, and you're trying to get to the next level or whatever and you can't, and that type of thing. So, okay, this file is getting on long, but I don't care. Let's finish off this tutorial and then we'll cut this short. Pick up the ambassador with the rock giant. I did that. Okay. Learn about ambassadors. Well done. The ambassador spirit has unlocked new abilities within the rock giant. Now we get it right here. Oh, we have this. The rock giant makes a mineral rise from the ground. Precious minerals provide wealth. Oh, okay, that's great. I can now raise minerals. Select the patch with the granary to view the specialization. Okay, here's the granary. Now again it says plus 15 food for each mineral within borders. Now, obviously, they're going to want us to put a mineral within the border. Specializations are an improved form of symbiosis. Specialization allows the villagers to gain extra food from minerals placed by the rock giant. That's his specialization, so. Place some minerals within the village's borders to boost their resources by be careful not to break any symbioses. Do I have anything here? Yes, I have a blueberry plant. Okay. Let's move the forest giant here. And wait a minute. Plus 15 food for each mineral within borders. Okay, so it doesn't matter where it is. As long as it's within the border of the village. And you can see the border of the village is... Look, it's gone all the way to the water now. It is expanded because the village has gotten bigger. Each project that a village completes, the village will get bigger. And that's why you have to watch out. If villages get too big and they start smacking into each other, they start going to war with each other. So there's really only space. There's really only a certain amount of space. You can see here that there'll be like one village. Then you can only get so many villages going, because I'll have to put another water here, probably. And so maybe I could put 2 more villages here, water, and then maybe another couple villages here. So that you're really only looking at like 5 or 6 villages, and they start smacking into each other or getting close to each other or getting angry because the borders are starting. They don't have to touch. They only have to get near each other and get greedy and angry. And they start attacking each other and start wiping. They literally start wiping other villages out. So, okay. Okay, so let's put a mineral here. Right next to the town center. So, we got what do we have here? A gate. Activate symbiosis with 10 wealth in use. Shelter. Plus 10 wealth if next to an animal nest. So, we want to stick an animal nest next to it, I guess. Okay, well, they're not going to let us do that right now. Place some minerals within the village's borders to boost their resources. Be careful. Okay, I did that. Excellent. The project specialization is giving extra food for the gate you created. Now, see, I went from... no, stop. I went from, 51 or whatever, to 70. Because now this food is starting to go higher. And this food here, and this food here. The granary will get more and more. The granary will get plus 15 food for every time there's a mineral. So if I throw down another mineral here, this would go up to 30. And the village's food would go up to from 70 to it's already 15 now, so it's plus another 15, so it would go up to 85. And the village is now using 62, and it will slowly move up to 70. So, excellent. The project's specialization is giving extra food. Okay. There is still life. The village has grown and developed greatly since you were awakened. But you sense there is still life. Loaming. Does that say loaming or roaming? Roaming your surface, hoping to find a place to settle. Really? Okay. Create a desert. Raise a desert of 10 patches using the rock giant's raised mountain ability. Be sure to use this as far away from the forest or ocean as possible. Okay. Let's click in the mountain giant, and now I think if I raise a mountain, it creates the desert in 6 patches, I guess. So I guess 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess we'll wait. No, let's raise the mountain here because the mountain is like 3 squares wide. So, okay. Let's, yeah, the mountain is, oh, actually the mountain is 5 squares wide. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do it here. I think it's 6 on either side, so. No, maybe not. No, it's much more than 6. I just wasted. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. At the end of the mountain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh God, wow. 4, 5, 6. I only did 6 of that. Okay, so let's see if I can. Oh, they won't let me do it. I was going to put an ocean here, flatten it out, and then move it over. But okay, well. Raise a desert of 10 patches using. Okay, I did that. Use the ocean giant's domestic animals ability. Okay. Let's get the ocean giant over here. Use the ocean giant's domestic animals ability to create some animals in the largest desert. Make sure there is enough desert for the village to settle on. Okay, so another village is going to settle here. So, if a village is not settling, there's not enough space, or there are no resources nearby. Okay, so let's move the. Let's put his animals here. This looks like a good spot. What kind of animals do we have here? Kangaroo rat. And it has a symbiosis, a skill of burrower. Plus 2 food if a mineral is within animal range. Oh, okay. See, now a little village popped up. And is it even reaching the kangaroo rat? No, it is not. Okay, so let's put more kangaroo rats down. Okay, the village is not reaching that. Okay, you know what? Since the kangaroo rats get plus 2 food if a mineral is within animal range, we'll put a mineral in between the kangaroo rats. And we'll make another kangaroo rat. Now there's a cooldown. See, sorry, it just turned from gray to colored. We'll put the kangaroo rats there, so now the village can reach the kangaroo rats. See, if you notice now, it's 6, 6, and 6. These, even in the desert, I'm getting 6 food each. It's 18 food. That's when the village grows big enough, it'll start expanding and reach these 2 squares and start getting this quartz and this kangaroo rat. What is this quartz? Resonator, plus 8 text if next to stone. Plus 8 wealth if next to another quartz. Okay. I don't want to put anything next to it right now because I want the kangaroo rats to take advantage of the minerals. See? See, you're sort of balancing these things out. Okay. Use the ocean giant's domestic abilities to place some animals in the largest. Okay, we did that. Excellent. A new village has settled in the desert. You sense it will start a new project soon. Oh. Okay, once it gets some food, I guess. Oh, there we go. Okay. The desert wants to build a shrine. Okay. The shrine specialization is desert herders. Plus 5 food for each animal within borders. Okay, good. Okay, yeah, see, the village already spread out to the mineral. It'll spread out once more. And so these two animals, this one animal is already giving up +5 food. The next animal will make it +10 food. So let's give it a second for the food to raise up and the village to grow a little bit. The village has grown to the mineral level here. The blue line will spread out to this next part, we'll get +10 food. Now the shrine wants 10 wealth and 10 food, so it will get the next 5 food from the next square of food that I just pointed out when the village goes a little further here. So it will get another +5 food, but we need wealth. So what is getting wealth here? Okay, the village itself is getting 5 wealth out of 10. So I guess okay, it's getting 6 now. So okay, yeah. So it's slowly getting. It will slowly move up to 10 wealth, and it will slowly get up to 23 food in the 10 food that the shrine needs, if it can just grow one further square. If it goes one further square, the shrine will have enough food, and the wealth is now 7 out of 10. It's quickly getting up there, so. Okay, specializations activate when a project starts being built. Be sure to always check the specialization when a new project starts. Okay. I want to see the village grow enough to get to this next square with the animal. I could just shove an animal right here in this square, but I want to see the village grow instead. Okay, it has 8 out of 10 wealth. This project specialization requires generates food for each animal within borders. The kangaroo rats generate 1 food for each patch in their range. The specialization is providing an extra +5 food for each animal. It seems this project also requires wealth. Use the rock giant's precious minerals ability within the desert village's borders on a desert patch. Okay, oh, okay, yeah, that's right. See, these minerals are getting 10 wealth. That's where this 10 wealth is coming from. So, boom, it's got 10 wealth. It just said the shrine. Oh, okay. The shrine project has been completed. You know what? I'm gonna put another animal here. Is that within range? Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I'm gonna put another animal here to get us a little more food. And the village will grow a little wider out to here. So, see, it's got 6 food, 43 food, so it's plus another word, the shrine was +5 for another animal, so that's another +5. It's +6 here, so that was +11, and it also increased these 2 squares because it reaches here and gave plus another 6 or something like that. So anyway, the quartz you created generates 10 wealth. This will slowly lead to 10 wealth in use. We can increase this by making sure the villagers activate the mineral. Oh, minerals can generate far more resources if they are activated. Click on the minerals to view the requirements to be activated. Really? Activates symbiosis with 5 wealth in use. Oh, okay. As long as it says 5 wealth in use, it begins to activate and go faster. So, okay. Raise the wealth in use above 5 to activate the quartz. Placing a second quartz may assist you in this. Now, we already did that, so I'm not going to bother putting the extra quartz down. Well done. Your quartzes are now activated. These quartzes will now also have a symbiosis, which can give you even more wealth. What's going on now? Excellent work. You have performed admirably. The humans have strengthened your core. You have learned about villages, resources, and specialization in symbioses. The time for slumber has once again come upon you, and you hope the humans will survive until the next era dawns. Okay, that means our tutorial is over. So you can now go and try to lead the humans to different developments in an era game. Developments can unlock new plants, animals, and minerals, and progress you through the game. There is also a third beginning to learn about greed, transmutations, and danger. If you're having any difficulties, you could also select the third beginning in the game select menu. That's something I want to look at, because I want to refresh myself on how to slow down greed and stuff like that. So click to continue and view all the developments you have achieved during this game. Okay, there we go. The second era finished. And okay, we're going to stop here, because this is now an hour and a half file. I hope this wasn't way too long for you. I might break it into 2 files, and as a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure I will. That's just 1.5 hours. It's just way too long. So, I hope you're enjoying this, and you can see the intricacy, the complication of the game itself. It's not a very simple game. It just, you are trying to form symbioses back and forth and try to maximize areas. You don't always have to maximize. As a matter of fact, I showed you the many accomplishments you're trying to get to, and many of them are stuff like, go to war 3 times with the same village, or stuff like that. And you don't need to form a symbiosis to do that. You just need to get the village greedy enough to, you need to, like, say, pile food upon food upon food upon it until the village becomes so greedy that it just starts attacking everything around it. Stuff like that. So, there are the various challenges require you to play in different ways, very different ways, and very different tactics. So I assure you, you could certainly get 40, 50 hours out of this game fairly easily. And for the cost of it, it is truly a cheap game, really, and I really appreciate it. So, and that's why this is one of my favorite games. I also like to make the villagers go crazy and start attacking them, and have my giants start forming, blowing off earthquakes on them and throwing rocks at them, and doing stuff like that. So that's sort of fun. So, okay, let's go back to the main menu, and we'll call it quits for here. I'm going to split this file in half. I'll have to find a nice place where it can split in half. Actually, it's an hour and a half. I might make 3 videos out of it, but probably not. Probably just 2. Okay, so I'm Buddy Says, and I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope this gives you a fresh idea and understanding of how this game is. So, take care, and I'll see you soon.